Hey YouTube, how you doing? Today, the 3.5 special program, one day later, but we still gotta check it out naturally. We've been waiting for some while for Hissolence and Zeridra, so it's definitely gonna be something very interesting, at least for me, on the character side of things already. And of course, we're kinda getting closer to a conclusion on Emperors. Things have heated up very much during the last version. We've been left on a very strange cliffhanger, and we gotta see where that goes. But I think maybe this version won't have a big climax, and it's more build up for something crazy. But who knows? Maybe it's gonna be crazy. But we'll see, I guess. But either way, we get to the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And well, let's get right into it. It's 35 minutes of thanks Aglaya for sponsoring despite being dead. Or not alive. Who's this? What is... Who's that? New character? Excellent Safe Dot Society. Who's this guy? A wink. Is Sunday gonna be on the planet? Are we gonna fight Anton? Oh, and the list here grows. We gotta have a fist battle with it, like with the Trash Can King, Tatalov. So we have a new character in the mix.
Your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is the Honkai Star Rail version 3.5 special program. I'm your host, Albert. Our three guests today are all renowned figures. So, let's give them a warm welcome.
No need for formalities, dear subjects. The masses have given me many titles, but here, feel free to call me by my name, Zeridra.
I'm Herda. No need for further introductions.
Greetings, dear viewers. I am Screwlum. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Strulum playable when.
Once again, a warm welcome to you all. Ooh, oh, Albert is so honored. Not only do we have the peerless gem, unrivaled genius, and inimitable beauty on our show, we've also got a genius symbolizing mechanical aesthetics, humanistic charm, and elegant precision. And even Her Imperial Majesty has graced us with her presence.
If you keep going on like this, Dux Blabator, the audience is going to walk out.
Dux Blabator! Your Imperial Majesty, if I may be so bold, letting the audience know about our important guests is crucial. This is not idle chatter.
Owlbert, just get to the point, okay?
Since this is what our guests unanimously requested, as we enter version 3.5, the second half of the Amphorian story will officially begin. We'll meet brand new companions and witness familiar friends
Guess it
in
will
a
be kind of
completely new light.
Indeed.
Be a big
Besides
fight
the
against
already
the
known
Hunt.
Chrysos heirs, We also caught glimpses of Lady Saridra and Lady High Sealans in that trailer. Miss March 7th and Mr. Dan Hung have also undergone quite significant changes.
And that one with pink hair, she looks a lot like that girl named Cyrene? Was that her new form?
And they call her Cyrene.
I'll keep that under wraps for now. But what I can tell you is that this renewed journey is about to ascend to a higher dimension. At the place where three paths intertwine, a battle of paths that will determine the safety of the cosmos has begun. In version 3.4 story, the Trailblazer made a promise with Finan and took up the mantle of Deliverer. Meanwhile, Finan went to confront Nanook with the most blazing fury.
We now know that Amphorius was a testing ground for the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb to self-extrapolate and grow, while Finan and Cyrene accumulated power through 30 million eternal recurrences to delay the moment of Iron Tomb's true completion.
Even though human strength remains insignificant before the eons, human wills shall never be mere pawns for the gods to manipulate at their whim. The fury of 400 million core flames brought forth a destruction as brilliant as a solar flare.
They got just a
Biden's
scratch.
efforts have once again interrupted the progress of Iron Tomb, and at the beginning of version 3.5, we'll discover that even the spread of the Black Tide has been halted.
Oh? So that too was the work of the Deliverer. Finan. I'll remember that name.
But back to the matter at hand. The weight of the world rests on that little one's shoulders, and saving Amphorius remains an unavoidable conundrum.
Before saving the world, there's one more preparation we need to make. The Scepter has an extremely strict autonomous protocol, restricting even its administrator. According to my and Madame Herta's speculation, this ultimate protocol goes by another name in Amphorius. The Law Titan, Talantan.
Exactly! So if we can master the authority of law before the Era Nova is complete, we can find a new breakthrough and turn the tables in our favor.
According to Amphorius...
And so she has... So Saridra has the admin privileges. The secret admin privileges. Because she has the law. Nobody has ever figured out that she has the most OP thing of them all as powers. And she just died.
In history, the core flame of law was returned a millennium ago. The Trailblazer's mission is therefore clear. Anchor to a time before the core flame's return, travel back to the past, and claim the core flame.
In version 3.5's Trailblaze mission, the Trailblazer will journey alongside Cyrene to Akama from 1,000 years ago, in a new cycle of the eternal recurrence. That was also the era when Aglaya's predecessors still held power. The bearer of the Law Core Flame and Empress of Akama, the Imperator Saridra.
Then, you are all targeting me? What makes you so sure I will cooperate with the Trailblazer without any reservations?
I wouldn't say they're targeting you. Someone as brilliant and mighty as yourself surely understands that the Trailblazer is working towards a brighter future for Amphorius. In version 3.5, the Trailblazer will not only meet the Knight Commander High Sealans and Imperator Saridra while revisiting the past, but they'll also encounter Tribi and Aglaya from a millennium ago. We hope you're looking forward to this first meeting and reunion.
But there's still more Tribbies around.
I believe the Trailblazer will win everyone's trust with their sincerity, as always.
Moreover, in version 3.5, we'll get to see another side of Sixtia as the city of infinite revelry. Legend has it that in the coastal city-state, encircled by rainbows and ocean currents, the festivities never cease. People indulge in endlessly refilled honey brews while music flows without pause through every hour of the day.
But those residents in the city don't look too friendly, do they? Better watch out.
Don't be so quick to celebrate. And don't think you can just brush this off. This involves the core flame of law. Do you really think it'll be that easy?
Indeed. Since it concerns the ultimate protocol, that old Intellitron will definitely pay extra attention. he's very likely to step in and personally intervene.
That is no longer just a possibility. The Theoros Ligus has recently arrived at the Holy City and already sought an audience with me. As for what he said, it was interesting, to say the least.
Going from an observer to an interventionist is quite the unusual shift. While it shows his plans have been seriously impacted and need urgent revision, it also means the Trailblazer will face even tougher challenges ahead.
Something's off. If he's just a regular administrator, this level of dedication is way over the top. Who could this old Intellitron really be?
Maybe Ligus's true identity and motives will surface as we continue to clash with him. Besides, even when facing higher dimensional opponents, we have reliable allies who can lend us a hand. In version 3.5, both the geniuses Herda and Skrulum will become more deeply involved in Amphorius. And with them, our hand in this game grows
I
even
mean, you probably can't keep him out the whole thing, but when he's
stronger.
meddling to
We
that
add
extent.
another layer of assurance to our journey. Oh, Albert here has gathered some intel about Ligus to share with everyone. Let's check it out. During combat, Ligus will
Oh, we
switch
actually
between two
get to
different
beat him.
forms. In his first form, he can generate Titankin for combat, while also applying special.
Why does he kind of remind me of handsome Squidward? Handsome Squidward. So it's physical, ice, and wind. And does that mean they have multiple HP bars? Or multiple break bars? Do they hate Firefly that much that they have to add multiple break?
effects to our ally.
I don't need to know.
Thank you for your praise, Your Imperial Majesty. All right, let's take a short break for now, and when we come back, I've got more intel about.
I can defeat the bosses on my own. Oh, that shot. A whale.
Hey! Why is the studio leaking?
Dux Plumpus, if this is your idea of entertainment, it's pretty underwhelming.
Dominic, I got this. Hey!
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for your quick thinking.
Finally back to normal.
He plucked the lake with his butt.
The studio needs fixing. What kind of waterproofing is this? Sorry for the embarrassing display, folks. We're on a tight budget here, so please bear with us.
All right, go find Dux Goldweaver and have her allocate some repair funds.
Thank you for your gracious gift, Your Imperial
Bubbles.
Majesty.
Come to think of it, this Hycelan's looks quite different from regular humans. She's got scales, and her belly seems to be transparent?
That's right.
I didn't even realize.
Hycelan's is the most powerful and beautiful
She's a
sea
fish.
siren princess born to Fagusa, the ocean titan. She grew up in the embrace of the ocean.
I see, but why did this beautiful sea siren come ashore? And how did she end up becoming the Knight Commander of the Holy City?
Although the black tide hasn't spread in this cycle, it still surges in the darkest bowels of the world. In other words, the ocean. Fagusa promised the sea sirens that after repelling the black tide, they would throw them an endless feast on land. But in the end, Fagusa fell into silence, and the sea sirens were decimated in the war, leaving Hycelan's as the sole survivor. When I first met her, Hycelan's was in a complete daze. Her power could scatter armies, yet she no longer knew whom her blades served.
A tragic past. Sounds like prime protagonist material for a novel. Then what happened?
Since that is the case, I will point the way. If she yearns for revelry, I will see it done. All I ask is for her unwavering loyalty, to stand as my sword and banner, and mine alone.
I see. So Lady Saridra became Lady Hysealance's light.
But can she adapt to life on land as a sea siren?
She did struggle a bit at first, but now she's got the hang of it. She also gained the friendship of my other loyal subjects, such as the previously mentioned Duck's Goldweaver, Aglaya.
But rumor has it that Hysealans has never been seen together with little Cypher. I say she deliberately avoids any occasions where Tolos' little kitty is present.
It's only
She's a
natural
fish.
for a
To avoid.
fish to avoid a cat.
Now then, let's see how Miss Hysealans performs in combat.
As my sword and banner,
Oh,
she
the angle.
fears no combat. When she uses her
She has
basic
two-
attack,
she has two
skill,
swords, actually.
or ultimate in combat, there's a chance to inflict random types of DOT debuffs on enemies.
It seems Lady Hysealans is a perfect match for characters who specialize in DOT effects.
That's right. When using
Look,
her skill,
I have
Hysealans
exactly that too.
increases damage taken by all enemies and deals damage. When using her ultimate, Hysealans creates a zone on the field and deals damage to all enemies.
Sunlight pours into the shimmering sea.
She
where
got
graceful fish
the
dance
ultimate
on
everyone
water.
wants Chalda to have.
Such is the breathtaking beauty befitting of a sea siren princess.
That's my most beautiful sword. But for enemies, such beauty means deadly danger. Enemies in the zone will have reduced defense and take additional physical DOT from Hysealans whenever they take DOT damage.
Ooh, nothing beats the
I mean, the defense reduction is always there, so you can always play before the tutorial mission starts, Nightcon.
thrill of a new turn and a screen full of numbers flying out the enemies. Plus, this zone is perfect for the buff Kafka. After all, Kafka's frequency of dealing DOT damage is super frequent now.
I'm gonna rerun Black Swan.
After using the technique, Hysealan summons a special dimension that automatically moves forward. Enemies within this dimension will not initiate attacks. When Hysealan
they're, like,
actively attacks
too
affected
distracted
enemies
with the
to enter
fish.
combat, her talent's effect will trigger multiple times, randomly applying DOT debuffs to the enemies.
I just noticed, is Miss Hysealan's actually attacking with a violin bow?
Let the enemies slumber within the symphony, for the waves stirred by the Dux Gladiorum's melody are as graceful as they are deadly.
Thank you for the introduction. And now, let us get to know her better. The great ruler who reigned over an age, Saridra.
She sneezes. Oh, she promoted.
Saridra, the great imperator, supreme commander of the holy city, initiator of the first flame chase journey, bearer of lost core flame.
She's
and
so
the
big brain,
key
she knows
figure
what
of
en
the
passant
plan
does.
to seize Amphoris's administrative privileges.
Though I am absolutely a monarch, I need no songs of praise. Sweet words are but the daggers of cowards. If you're so eager to play the jester, why not just shut your beak and be the Imperator's pawn instead?
The water's not coming out anymore.
Your way of doing things is quite intimidating. I wonder, what do people usually say about you?
Ambitious and ruthlessly cruel.
No, they
The
included.
Imperator never fears controversy, nor would she act for the sake of praise. I studied chess since childhood. On the board, only one rule matters. Win. I will stop at nothing and pay any price to achieve my goals.
Oh, what exactly do you mean by any price?
It means I won't hesitate, even if victory costs me my king piece. The only thing I want is that sweet checkmate at the end game.
I remember that Aglaya was being trained as the Imperator's successor. That kind of pressure must be immense.
Such pressure is nothing for the Imperator's successor. That girl's tenacity is second to none.
Looks like convincing the Imperator to cooperate will be quite a challenge for the Trailblazer. Could Mr. Albert share some more information to help improve the Trailblazer's chances?
Albert do have some juicy stories about the Monarch. For instance, although she was known as the first and last Monarch of Akama, she actually came from a city-state that worshipped Lantern.
Born in a foreign land, yet ruling over Akama.
Let me see what records we have here. During the first siege of Akama, the city was breached and faced a devastating crisis. At that
This is
time, it was
conquered.
Saridra who led her army to ensure Akama's safety, sparing the citizens from the ravages of war. Since then, she's been revered as its sovereign ruler, governing over the holy city.
That's right. Saridra yearns to build Amphorius into a powerful, unified empire that will last for countless generations. That's why she decided to embark on the flame chase. When dealing with her, the Trailblazer might want to approach the conversation by discussing the future of Amphorius. And how would this monarch handle herself when facing enemies? Would you care to enlighten us, your Imperial Majesty?
I certainly can. As I mentioned before, I've studied chess since
The Paimon
childhood,
team.
and the extrapolation of chess positions is
They have
my
Gallagher
way of
here.
waging war. My skill can grant special buffs to one designated ally character. When the buffed character uses their basic attack or skill, they'll help me accumulate charge to level up this special buff. After leveling up, the special buff allows the character to duplicate their skill once when using it against enemies.
So the same skill can hit twice.
That's right. Besides normal skills, some special enhanced skills can also be duplicated.
Take a look! Violence Enhanced skill, which requires accumulating 4 stacks of skirts, can be used twice.
In other words, when paired with Professor Anaxagoras, both his skill and extra skill can trigger again.
Sink into
Concept of-
insanity! Straight to the soul!
When I use my ultimate, I'll build up charge and deal damage to all enemies.
Now that's battlefield control. It's true that everything is like a game of chess. All about planning and strategy.
Also, when I use my technique, the character who triggers combat will receive the special buff at the start of the next battle. Keep this in mind when planning your battle strategy.
Mm-hmm. With
Didn't
such a
use Sunday's
far-sighted
technique.
commander leading our battles, who wouldn't want to serve under Her Majesty the Empress?
Naturally, mediocrity has no place on the throne. The one who shall lead all of Amphorius can only be, and must be, me.
However, after experiencing Saridra's story in version 3.5, you might discover that there's more than meets the eye behind this cold Imperator. Stay tuned! Now let's take a look at the version 3.5 banners. In version
see here.
3.5's first half warp event, Trailblazers can
Oof.
acquire...
Oof. Oh my god, that's... They're like... What's the worst where we can put on the banner and then they put it on there or something? Like they're all dog shit.
The limited 5-star character Hycealans. Limited 5-star light cone. Why does the ocean sing? Will have a boosted drop rate. In the first half, the limited
Kafka gets
5-star
a
character Kafka is returning. And at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone. Patience is all you need.
As sad as it is, this Lightcon is useless. But Cypher rerun when?
Will become available
For the
once
light.
again. In version 3.5 second half.
Why is Sampo there? They should have put Sampo in the first half so you have at least another one because... Or did they put Black Swan there in the second half? If then it's strategic so that you can bait people into pulling for Black Swan. That's the basic card that I that once used. The sword play is decent and Good Night Sleep Well is kind of fallen off.
For revenge, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Ceridra, the limited 5-star light cone Epoch etched in golden blood.
I guess they don't care too much about the 4 stars at this point.
In the second half, the
A
limited
Silver Wolf.
5-star character Silver Wolf
Did
is
Black
returning.
Swan already have a
While at the same
rerun?
time, the limited 5-star light
That's the
cone
only time where they
consists
could
of
bait
range
somebody into pulling for
available
Black Swan.
once again. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more shortly.
Because Black Swan is the most replaceable character in the team. I guess that's...
Flight calendar 3950. Ceridra returns triumphant from vanquishing the Black Tide. Victory belongs to every citizen.
My dear subject.
Through the
Okay.
feast, it's time to
They have
grab
major
some
Yuri
food
energy.
and fill those bellies. In version 3.5, the Chrysos Maze Grand Restaurant will make its debut. During this event, Trailblazers will team up with Chrysos heirs to run a restaurant in ID's Elysiae.
Running a restaurant with the Chrysos
restaurant.
heirs? That sounds familiar. Where have I seen that before?
Weren't we
Innocent
supposed to save
Zero.
the world? What's all this about opening a restaurant?
Actually, it's the story that Cyrene told us.
Oh?
Even though it's just a story, it holds infinite possibilities and will create many
Oh,
beautiful
Lightcon.
memories. Let old Albert tell you all about it. First,
What-
this
who's the
restaurant's
Lightcon for?
customers are quite special. Our purpose in opening this place is to serve delicious food to the little fairies from the members' maze and bring a new lease of life to this abandoned restaurant. In the restaurant, the Trailblazer needs to take on the role of restaurant manager, run the establishment, and win the approval of fairy
Gonna
customers.
check it.
Also participate in the regular members' maze food review, earn stars step by step, and ultimately become a fourth.
Oh, harmony. It is harmony time. Ceridra got it covered.
Star Memshalem restaurant.
All right. Then what's the style of this restaurant? And what dishes do they serve?
Salutations,
burgers.
dear guests! We specialize in authentic ID's Elysiae haute cuisine. Please take a look at our menu, carefully curated by our native-born chef from ID's Elysiae, which only uses local organic
Why
ingredients.
is he?
Today's special.
Why is he acting French when Adis Elysia is obviously Britain? Everyone knows that.
Is our fresh lettuce salad, made with all natural organic greens and paired with our signature dressing for a crisp, refreshing taste and a smooth, lingering finish. Our chef who prepared and mixed the salad right at your table, offering you the full ceremonial experience.
Salad? Oh, looks good. What else have you got?
We also have the colorful salad and the city salad.
Wait a minute. Why is everything salad?
And then we get
Well,
there.
one reason is that Mr. Finan, one of our head chefs, specializes in salads. And the other reason is the restaurant
Finan
is still
just
in
loves
stages.
salad.
So we're a bit limited on ingredients and supplies.
Fine, just make salads.
However, as your management level increases, the Trailblazer can unlock more menu items, expand the shop size, and recruit more members. And to meet the customers' demands, the Trailblazer will need to work with everyone to grow various
Onion.
ingredients besides running the restaurant.
Onion.
Now, our two agricultural experts in accent hyacinth and the helpful field berries will join forces to guide the Trailblazer through the planning process.
It looks like we won't have to worry about ingredients with Anaxa and Hyacinth around.
Leave it to the professionals. One dare say it finally bears the semblance of a contender for 4 Memshalem stars.
Of course, having ingredients alone isn't enough. As a restaurant manager, the Trailblazer needs to consider many other aspects. For example, the ingredients you grow should match the restaurant's current recommended dishes to maximize operating profits. Leveling up dishes can enhance quality and increase the average spend per customer. Proper staffing in both the kitchen and dining area is essential to reduce customer wait times and increase table turnover rates. Purchasing specific facilities can also boost the restaurant's reputation and attract more customers. Plus, different ferry customers have different personalities and unique dining preferences. Some ferry customers prefer set meals, while others are competitive eaters doing food reviews who tend to eat a lot more. And some ferry customers try to sneak away without paying.
Oh? Trying to dine and
How there's so many
dash.
fairies all of them?
Someone's about to face the judgment of the law.
While running the business, you'll often face unexpected situations that need the Trailblazers' decision-making skills. Running a restaurant isn't exactly a walk in the park. As for what roles the other Chrysosea friends will play in the restaurant, you'll have discovered
So
that for
Red
yourself
Red
in the game, Trailblazer.
Gets a signature icon from this.
Alright, after a hearty meal, it's time to get some drinks. In the event old brews and new friends,
You're going
the
back to
Trailblazer
the-
will once again show off their skills as a special guest drinksmith at the Dream Jolt Hostelry.
Master Drinksmith of Penacony? This little one sure is a jack of all trades. Are you going to mix drinks for our monster friends again this time?
Nope. This
For
time,
hot
some
dog.
familiar friends will be dropping by the lounge.
For-
Each friend carries their own little worries, and the Trailblazer can whip up a magical drink to lift their mood. Delicious and healing all in one.
Oh? Which friends will be making an appearance?
Like Dr. Ratio, who came to Penacony to enlighten the masses? Or Director Topaz, who's exhausted from dealing with Penacony's equity transfer?
I don't need to
Or
meet
maybe that
Kafka.
lovely lady from the Stellar Hunters might pay us a visit.
Oh, I see.
What if the Trailblazer messes up and can't mix the right drink?
No big deal. And hey, if you stumble upon a secret recipe, you might just see a whole new side of your friends.
Judging by the Trailblazers'
can I make
nature,
something crazy
they'll
and-
probably have an accidental
And poison
slip-up.
Topaz.
After serving all the guests, the Trailblazer can invite them back for one more special surprise drink. May this special mixed recipe create unique and unforgettable memories tonight.
Sparkle will
for the
be
Trailblazer
interested
and
in
their
whatever weird
unexpected
you're
guests.
mixing. The weirder the
That's not
better.
all for 3.5, is it, Madam Herda?
That's not all. In version 3.5, I will launch the AI Herda experiment. I digitized portions of my memory and knowledge into data, uploaded them to the space station's encrypted server, and created a digital version of myself. In the Space Station Task
no.
Force event, Trailblazers need to train the AI Herda by completing different assignments to obtain assignment rewards.
It's the
Training an
20-man
AI
free run of this shit even.
Hello, Chad Herda.
A
Don't
glorified
even bother.
daily
Chat
login.
Herda has rejected your query, citing insufficient complexity.
Hey, wait a sec. I haven't even asked anything yet.
Chat Herda's already trained on your behavioral patterns. It's just making predictions.
All right. As we wrap up this feast, I've got some after-dinner treats for everyone. First up, our old friend, the Gift of Odyssey.
Nice. Yay! The Planar Fissure and Garden of Plenty events will also return.
we
Complete
have
the
triple
challenges
drops?
to earn double rewards.
I find
Shape
they
of Siren,
need more drops
Stagnant
or AS
Shadow
one
will
to
also be available, and you can obtain the Ascension material.
for ice characters. I would have guessed this is for Hisselins, but I guess
You'll see Siren's torn
Do we have
fin
any
for
ice characters coming up?
upon completing the challenge.
Additionally, in version 3.5,
Gotcha.
the feature mentioned in the previous official notice that allows individual voiceover switching for collaboration characters will be launched.
oh damn, you can make Archer the only Japanese guy in the game
Trailblazers
potentially.
will be able to
Oh,
switch
wait, it
interaction,
always is.
combat, and idle voices from the current voiceover to the original licensed audio.
In other words, you can switch Saber and Archer's interaction and combat voice lines to Japanese while keeping all other characters unchanged.
Nice.
Finally, Honkai Star Rail will also be joining this year's Gamescom. From August 20th to August 24th this year, Honkai Star Rail will greet everyone with a brand new boot style. Trailblazers, come visit us and get your free goodies. Stay tuned to our official social media channels for more details. All right, and with that, it's time for us to bid farewell to this feast. Thanks to all our special guests for being with us. See you
I
next.
already reached. But Gamescom, even if it's in the same country, it's still kind of on the other side, so nowhere can ever reach it. And it probably too crowded anyway. Unless I will be big enough to get a press pass, it would be pretty pointless. If I had one, that would be kind of fun though, going around and looking at all the things. Alright, that's pretty. Guess there's kind of a lot, but at the same time not a lot. So you get to fight Handsome Squidward. We get some cool characters. And events are. Why are the events always so lackluster? Guess there's one event really. Drinking is alright. But no combat event, nothing after that. I feel like they've been slacking so much on the events. I'm not too fond of that. I think they should put in some more event gameplay, because this kind of just means everything is done very quickly, and then you're back to waiting for the new version almost. Will there even be anything to do when Cerebra launches? Or is I guess since in the second part you will have the Lightcon already, and so the drink thingy will be with Cerebra, I guess. The second halves are pretty dry patches of sorts in Star Rail. Of course, all the forces are pretty garbage. Lightcons on the banner. I don't think they're that great either. Let's go back to double checking. Where was? All right, let's. You get in phase. What was the poised to? There was poised to bloom. What was poised to bloom again? Is that harmony? Oh yeah, that one actually a decent harmony one. For it could be good for Robin. Ninja one is the free break one, which is, yeah, not that big of a deal. Break is kind of dead. The sample one is a decent one for a lot of characters. I used the sample one on Black Swan. So this one might be somewhat alright if you have Robin. Wait, I don't need to go that far. No, on the second one, wait. This one is alright, this one fell off. There's no good night's sleep while DPS. Akoron is garbage. Akoron needs her own Lightcon to even be playable at the C2 and on Lightcon, otherwise she goes straight to the garbage bin. The sword play is decent. But the rest is kind of incandescent drain is trash as well. Both characters that have reruns have Lightcons that have been power crept by Cypher's signature. They never fixed that part of I guess maybe that's kind of what they want. So you may be able to play the old character, but you gotta get them a new Lightcon. Or something, that's sort of baiting. 4-star characters, none of them are relevant. They're all bad. Not much can be done about that, they're just bad. And and let's be real, 4-star characters don't do much in this game. The only 4-star character that's relevant is Gallagher. Gallagher's just in a dimension of his own, pretty much. And after that, you kinda out of stuff. Well, I'm still looking forward to the story a lot and the characters. I wish they would do more events, but I guess you just have to write it in the surveys and hope they change it at some point. Either way, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.